Hi, I'm Drew with B&D Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, and today we're going to go over sub pumps. If your house has a sub pump, it's found on the lowest level of the house. In this case, we're going to go to the basement to find the sub pump here. Now that we've made it to the lowest level in this house, we're going to locate our sub pump basin. In this case, it's over here by our main utilities. As you can see here, ours is open. We've removed the cover in advance, so that way we can show what it looks like. Here's how our sub pump looks with the cover on, and notice we do have an inspection port here, so we can look in and see how it is with the cover still on. Prior to our operation check, we want to make sure that the pump is plugged in and all the components are operating. So if you notice on our sub pump, we do have the deluxe float controller, which is going to alert us if any issues were to arise with the sub pump. Also, we can get battery backups, which would power the sub pump in the case of power outage to the house, as well as a Wi-Fi alert that would be able to check the status of your sub pump anytime, anywhere in the world. So the first thing we want to check is make sure that the basin is free of debris that could potentially get sucked up into the pump and damage or cause it to stop pumping water. While we're inspecting the basin, we also want to make sure that our pump is level and centered. Now we're going to check the operation of the sump pump, but first we need to go outside to check the discharge line is free and clear of any obstruction. Now that we've located our discharge pipe coming out of the house for our sub pump and checked that it's clear of obstructions, typically you'll find a hose hooked up to this that runs the water away from the foundation of the house. However, this is a new construction build and it's not 100% complete. That hose is typically where we're going to find either a kink or a frozen blockage in there. That's going to cause a backup into our sump pump. The reason why we check our discharge pipe is because if it were clogged or obstructed, it could either burn out our pump, spray water all over the basement, and the last thing we want is a giant pool in our basement. So now we're going to test our sump pump by either filling the basin with either a hose like we are here, or using the buckets of water. We're going to fill it until it triggers the flow, turns the pump on, and pumps the water outside. Things we want to pay attention to is that the pump doesn't sound like it's struggling and that there isn't any water spraying from any of the connections here. In summary, we want to just double check our checklist. We want to make sure that we got power to our pump, the discharge line is clean and clear, our basket is clean and clear, and that the pump turns on when we introduce water to it. I hope this video was helpful, and don't forget, like and subscribe.